In Lingua Latina chapter 10, Pensum C, there's a tricky question, question number 6. So let's take a look at it. The question is, Cur aquila a parvis avibus timetur? Cur aquila a parvis avibus timetur? So cur is an interrogative word. It introduces a question. Let me make that a little bit smaller. And then aquila is the subject of the sentence, nominative case. Aquila timetur, that's the verb, and the verb is passive. And then it means, why is the eagle feared? Why is the eagle feared? And we need somebody to be afraid of the eagle. So we have this prepositional phrase here. A is a preposition. Avibus is the object of the preposition. Parvis is an adjective describing avibus. And the whole thing is a prepositional phrase in the ablative case. And basically it is, why is the eagle feared, passive, by the little birds? The answer to the question is, the eagle, that comes actually directly from the book. It's on page 69, line 9 and 10. The eagle is a big wild bird that captures and eats little birds. So, if we parse this, we would have the eagle, subject of the sentence, nominative case. The eagle is, that's a linking verb, and it's linking bird to eagle. When a noun follows a linking verb and renames the subject, it is a predicate nominative and goes into the nominative case. What kind of bird? It's a wild bird, adjective, nominative case. It's a big bird, adjective, nominative case. That is a relative pronoun, which sets off a clause, and the clause is that captures and eats little birds. And clauses act just like sentences. They'll have subjects and verbs and direct objects too. That is the subject of the clause. It's in the nominative case. What is that doing? It's capturing, verb. What else is it doing? It's also eating, verb. What is it eating? It's eating birds, direct object, accusative case. I always put the accusative case in a box like this. What kind of birds? Little birds. I always use arrows for adjectives. And is a conjunction. Is an article adjective. We don't need those in Latin. The is an article adjective. We don't need those in Latin. We will need them when we diagram the sentence, though, which we'll do next. And then we're going to come back and translate this one. So, I always diagram sentences when I'm going from English to Latin with my students because it gives a pictorial view of the language. So we'll start with a straight line and we divide it. And we have eagle, the eagle. The adjective goes underneath the word it's describing. The eagle. Can't get that H right. There we go. The eagle is, there's the linking verb, and it's linking this word over here, bird, which is a noun, back to eagle. Since bird is a noun and it follows a linking verb, it's a predicate nominative. That's why we used that slanted line on the main line. So the eagle is a bird, a big bird. Adjectives go underneath the word they're describing. And it's a big wild bird. Now what do we do with the relative clause? We've got the main sentence. So the clause is also going to be divided or diagrammed just like a regular sentence. So we have the eagle is a bird, a big wild bird, that, subject of the clause. Oops, made a mistake here, so let's get rid of about half of that, or more than half of that. The eagle is a bird that captures. We have two verbs, so we have to divide the line into two. We have the eagle is a bird that captures, and then we put the conjunction between the two, and, I'm just going to use the symbol for and eats. And what does it eat? It eats this direct object here. It eats birds. The eagle is a big bird that captures and eats birds. What kind of birds? Small birds or little birds. So, the eagle is a big wild bird that captures and eats little birds. Now all we have to do to finish this diagram is connect the antecedent to the relative pronoun. And if we go back over here, we'll see that these two are really connected. That the word that replaced bird. Bird is the antecedent. That is the relative pronoun. So we come back over here and we just connect them with a dotted line. The eagle is a big wild bird that captures and eats little birds. Okay, now let's go back and translate it. And we're just going to use line 9 from Lingua Latina. So we would write aquila. Aquila est magna avis fira. So, aquila est magna avis fira, that's the main sentence. Now we need the relative clause. Aquila est magna avis fira que, we use que because it's feminine, and we're using a feminine relative pronoun because avis is feminine. And if you're not sure if avis is feminine, you can look at the adjectives around it to determine that, oh yeah, avis is feminine. Plus also aquila is feminine. But aquila est magna avis fira que, and we're going to put the direct object in here first. Parvis avis, parvis avis captures and eats. Capit et ist. Aquila est magna avis fera que parvis avis capit et ist. Aquila est magna avis fera que parvis avis capit et ist. Okay. If you like that video and want to learn more about Latin, check out DwaneThomas.com and be sure to subscribe below.